What's going on, everyone? I'm Sridhar, and thank you for joining me here at RosterWatch. The NFL draft is just a week away, but best ball draft season has already begun. I've been playing best ball over at Underdog Fantasy because of their slick, user-friendly interface, and the best part about best ball is there's no league management. That's right. Once you draft a team, there's no waivers, no pickups, no trades. You don't even have to set your lineup. Underdog Fantasy will set your highest scoring player at each position each week to give you the maximum amount of points your team can get in every given week. Best ball is great this time of the year because we can experiment different draft strategies that we might want to use come redraft season in the fall, and we see what ADPs are like for rookies before we even know their landing spots. In my recent best ball draft, I went wide receiver with Justin Jefferson and Deebo Samuel in the first two rounds. Disclaimer alert here though, I did draft Deebo Samuel before the news came out from Jeff Darlington on Twitter that Deebo Samuel has apparently requested a trade from the San Francisco 49ers. This does worry me a bit because I loved how the 49ers used Deebo Samuel last year in fantasy, more of a wide back role. So we'll see where he ends up. Maybe it's still with San Francisco, but maybe he'll go to the Jets where he's already got a connection with Robert Saleh, the head coach over there, and a team that has to draft capital to make that trade. Or maybe to a team like the Saints or the Packers, two teams that could be contenders but need wide receiver depth. We'll see what happens with Deebo Samuel, but for right now, it's already locked in. He's my wide receiver 2, potential wide receiver 1 if Justin Jefferson doesn't perform as Samuel will this season. But I went wide receiver, and I wanted to see what running backs would fall to me there in rounds 3 through 5. So I scooped up Cam Akers and Leonard Fournette in round 4. Mind you, right now Leonard Fournette has an ADP of 70 over at Underdog Fantasy. I think that takes a huge jump here as the summer months move along because who else do the Tampa Bay Bucks have right now at running back? It's just him and Giovanni Bernard. Maybe they'll add a guy in the draft, but even if they do, I still think Fournette is going to be that guy in Tampa Bay. He was a semi-PPR monster last year with Tom Brady, and with no more Ronald Jones there, I love Leonard Fournette. I see him more of as a tail end of the second round running back, and I was able to grab him here in round 4. Absolutely love that. I then got a couple second-year guys in Elijah Mitchell and Michael Carter, who I think will take that second step in their offenses to be a running back 1 in fantasy. After building with those 2 wide receivers, I took a shot on a couple rookies, even though I don't know their landing spots. A guy like Chris Olave, who, let's be real here. The guy's got talent to really perform anywhere he goes, and we've seen rookie wide receivers be league winners the past 2 seasons, Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. So I love taking Chris Olave in the best ball draft right now, especially as my 3rd or even 4th wide receiver, because I did get Juju Smith-Schuster, an old face in a new place over in Kansas City. With the loss of Tyreek Hill, maybe Juju becomes Patrick Mahomes' favorite weapon in the passing game after Travis Kelce. My tight end position is weak. I only have Dawson Knox and CJ Uzomah. Hopefully, the other positions can make up the points there. I don't like how the tight ends fell to me. I think I waited way too long to take one. I should have pounced on Dallas Goedert when I had the chance. I love taking 3 quarterbacks in a best ball format. This gives me stability at the position in the event of bye weeks that come at the same time or an injury or two, which we've seen in the NFL every year, how quarterbacks get hurt and the backups come in. I've got Dak Prescott, a solid quarterback 1. Mac Jones, he's serviceable, nothing too exciting fantasy-wise. And I tried to grab lightning in a bottle with Malik Willis. We don't know where he's going to go, but if he starts in his rookie season, he could be electric and could be a league winner for me. If you want to draft with me in my next best ball draft, leave a comment below, go to UnderdogFantasy.com or download the Underdog Fantasy app and sign up with promo code ROSTER for a deposit match up to $100 when you make your first deposit of $10 or more. I'll be drafting all summer long, so get in on Underdog Fantasy. Once again, that's promo code ROSTER when you sign up. They will double your deposit match of $10 or more up to $100 and try to take me down. I'm Sridhar, and this is